Welcome back, everybody. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. Today we're going to be doing a video on why I think NIO stock is going to be hitting new highs in the year of 2021, why I think NIO stock is ready to explode, and why I think NIO is ready to be the top EV company. Before I start the video, guys, please make sure to leave a like on the video below, subscribe to the channel for more awesome content, join the family, guys. Let's go on our investor journey together. So today we're going to be doing a video on why I think NIO stock is ready to explode to all-time highs. Really taking a look at it. If you guys don't know what NIO actually is, NIO is a Chinese EV company. They produce luxury EV cars, and the company has been gaining a lot of traction lately. It's definitely seen a lot of explosive growth. Looking at the 5-year chart, this thing IPO'd September 12th of 2018, up 886%. But really looking at diving in here at the 1-year chart, the stock is up over 1,000%. And you know, it's crazy to think that this time last year, the stock was trading at $3.88 a share, and it's been able to climb all the way up to $60. Just absolutely insane to see the amount of growth that NIO has sustained over the last year. Looking at the 3-month chart, up over 100%, which is just absolutely amazing. And looking at the 1-month chart, it's up 29.37%. I've said this time and time again that I do think NIO stock was the biggest growth stock of 2020, but I do not expect that growth to actually just stop in the year of 2021 as well. I do expect NIO to be growing a lot in the year of 2021, and I do expect NIO to be hitting all-time highs. The reason I say this is because, backed by a lot of evidence here, NIO still has a lot going for it as a company, and the company in it is innovating every single day. Aside from the fact that NIO is backed by a lot of big-time analysts like Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, Deutsche Bank, with JP Morgan having an analyst price target on NIO stock from $50 all the way up to $75, it goes to show that these big-time investors are super bullish on the stock. And when these big-time investors, and it's backed by a lot of big-time investors, it definitely assures you, that even the big-time investors as well do see the potential that NIO has to be a top EV company. NIO currently does rank number 1 among its Chinese competitors, XPeng and Li Auto. So you could definitely say that NIO is the top Chinese EV company. Now, with Tesla's expansion into China, it really is going to propose a threat for NIO. But NIO, being a very good company, very smart, is trying to innovate itself and really attract all types of consumers. But we got a look on NIO Day on January 9th. NIO unveiling all sorts of cool products. So we got the ET7 sedan, which is just, in my opinion, it's not super game-changing, but the fact that now NIO has a sedan on the market can attract a whole lot of different consumers. And really taking a look at it from the bigger perspective, it's not just the ET7 sedan, but NIO does continue to hopefully drop more vehicles along the way. I believe they have plans to drop another sedan, an SUV, and a minivan. And before the ET7, NIO actually did not sell any sedans at all. It was just SUVs. But really taking a look at it as well, we also got a dive deeper in about the bigger and better battery. A 150 kilowatt battery that offers 625 miles on a full charge is not only very game-changing, because updated batteries and bigger and better batteries are a huge catalyst in the EV game in itself, and it really does show that NIO's innovation and their kind of head in technology is really trying to be innovative as possible and differentiate themselves from the competition. So the bigger and better battery is another huge catalyst in the game. Like I said, NIO being able to deliver this battery is very game-changing for the stock and could push it to all-time highs as well. But really diving a little bit deeper, we all know that NIO is also working on the self-autonomous driving technology, or the self-driving chip, which is another big catalyst in the EV game. If NIO does get the chance to actually perfect this could be game-changing for the stock in itself and for the whole EV market as well. And really taking a look a little bit deeper of what else we did see on NIO Day, we saw the whole battery swap station idea, and in my opinion, I think this is probably the biggest competitive advantage that NIO actually has. The fact that if you're driving a NIO vehicle, you can stop by one of these battery stations, swap out the battery in just under 3 minutes, and continue on your way is super innovative. So we definitely got to see that NIO as a company is being very innovative. They're really trying to work out by ironing out the kinks and expanding their product line. But how does this justify NIO's growth in the long term? Why does this make NIO be able to grow in the year of 2021? So we did get a look at their deliveries in 2020. The last couple of months, in November of 2020, NIO delivered about 5,000 vehicles. And in December, NIO delivered about 7,000 vehicles. So it's a 2,000 vehicle increase, but that goes to show, the consistent sales increase is just absolutely good for the company in itself. It shows that the company is growing, and it also shows that the company is headed in the right direction. But the biggest piece of evidence is, and what I really think is going to drive NIO stock upward, is the surge in the Chinese EV market and how fast it's actually growing and how much it's actually set out to be able to grow in the future as well. So the Chinese EV market is set to surge to 1.8 million vehicles in 2021, up 40% from its 1.3 million vehicles last year. So despite the 100% growth rate in 2021, NIO only still has a fraction of that business, which is definitely going to give it a competitive advantage. So, and the real thing is, NIO knows this as a company. NIO knows that there's still so much market to capture out in China as well, and really the constant surge, that NIO was very smart about this and was able to raise $4 billion and just setting itself to be able to expand and produce vehicles at a faster rate. NIO also does have plans to start expanding into Europe in the middle of this year. So this is definitely going to give it a very competitive advantage. And I think this was a very smart idea. A lot of people weren't really fond of the fact that NIO had to do a public stock offering, selling 68 million shares at a $39 discount. But really taking a look at it from a bigger perspective, companies need to be able to raise capital, put themselves in debt so they're able to expand and continue to expand in the long term as well. So really pushing out all the innovative factors that NIO has actually done, and to show, that there's still so much more room in the Chinese EV market and there's still so much more growth to be captured, that it's definitely going to push NIO stock to a lot of all-time highs. And like I said, NIO currently being the #1 Chinese EV company in sales really goes to show that NIO is doing a very good job of capturing a lot of market, expanding itself, and putting itself in a lot of debt to be able to start expanding as fast as possible, developing better technology, and trying to be as innovative as possible. I think NIO's only real threat, in my personal opinion, is Tesla's expansion into China. Probably what NIO needs to look out for the most, but NIO is working very, very hard to be able to counteract this expansion, really trying to set itself apart from its competitors. And this is why a lot of people love NIO. Aside from NIO being super innovative and the Chinese EV market just booming like crazy and set to boom for a very long time, they do expect 50% of all car sales to be electric cars by the year of 2035. So there's still a lot of room to be captured. There's still a lot of room to grow in the EV market in China, but NIO doing its part, expanding as fast as possible, is trying to really counteract Tesla's expansion into China by not only dropping out a whole new vehicle line, but putting up battery swap stations, expanding into Europe as well, and also opening up used car dealerships all around China as well to be able to attract more consumers to its vehicles. So really puts NIO in a very competitive state, and backed by all this evidence alone, this is why I do think that NIO stock is going to be able to push all-time highs, and why I do think NIO stock is going to hit $100 in the year of 2021. The Chinese EV market is growing way too fast for these Chinese EV stocks to not be able to catch up with the amount of growth. We have seen it time and time again that NIO, XPeng, and Li Auto, all these Chinese EV companies, have done very, very well as far as 2021. In the last couple weeks that we've been in the new year, these stocks have already seen crazy amounts of growth, a lot of analyst upgrades, and they've seen the innovative track that these companies are taking. So really diving a little bit deeper into this, it goes to show, that NIO stock here at $58.55, in my opinion, is kind of undervalued for the stock in itself. A lot of people are really seeing NIO right now as a neutral buy. It's not too expensive, but it's not cheap either, and I can completely get behind that as well. But really assessing the long-term growth behind NIO stock as a company and really the vision the company has for itself, I know that NIO is going to be able to amass a lot more growth and be able to do great things, not only this year, but over the next coming years as well. And we're also going to get a little bit of a dive into their earnings in the next quarter, which I'm very, very excited. I do know that NIO stock is going to hit profitability way quicker than Tesla did. So if you guys don't know, it took Tesla about 15 years to see a profitable quarter, but with the recent boom of the Chinese EV market, and the EV market in general is very explosive, it's growing at a very rampant pace. Even the CEO said that NIO is going to hit profitability a lot faster than Tesla did. Company already expecting $960 million in revenue this coming quarter, so I'm very excited to get a dive into their earnings. And like I said, we do have their January vehicle deliveries, which I'm also very excited about as well. because I know that NIO stock is going to deliver on that, and I know that we're going to see a huge increase in their sales as well. So really, backed by all this evidence, I think NIO stock is going to be hitting all-time highs in the year of 2021. I do think that NIO stock is going to be growing for a very long time, and I do think that NIO stock is worth a buy at $58.70. Obviously, everything I say in my videos is not financial advice. It's just my personal opinion, but really amassing all the evidence and backed by the Chinese EV growth and basically all the big-time analysts supporting NIO stock, the stock is too big to fail, and I think the stock is worth the investment. With that being said, guys, that's all I really have to say about the video. Let me know down in the comment section below, guys, what you think of NIO stock. Do you think NIO stock is hitting $100 in the year of 2021? If you guys own NIO stock, how many shares do you guys own and what's your average? I'm always very curious to know. With that being said, guys, thank you. Have a great day.